Hi, it's me. It's ChocoRamen. I know I really haven't been uploading either high quality or like decent quality or whatever, or uploading frequently, and I'm just gonna put this video out on my channel to just as an update. It's just to say what's been like going on or whatever. It's just been going through some things. There's definitely been what you can call events going on in my life. Both have happened and are going to happen. The are going to happen thing is mostly just finals, that kind of stuff. And so it's a semester grade. I just want to be able to keep my grades up, and YouTube is really not my main thing. I don't intend on making a career off of it. It's just because I like sharing my things to the public sometimes, and so that's what the channel is. So if it's not frequent, if these uploads aren't frequent, or they're not high quality or whatever, I never intend to make money. I don't really intend to make money off of this channel. I don't think I ever will, because this is just a side hobby, and I wouldn't be able to really keep up enough uploads or enough frequency or quality to be able to make like proper monetization off of it. And so the other thing that's been happening is some family stuff, and I'm not gonna say what exactly it is, but there's some people out that, like, you know what, never mind, I'm not gonna say it because it's, personal, it's family stuff, so I don't really want to put what's happened out in the spotlight too much, because I don't feel that's necessary. So it's just, there's just been that happening, and so I'm noticing that videos, like the video that I have for this audio is like 9 minutes or so. It's like 9 minutes 50 seconds, I'm pretty sure, and I'm only like 2 minutes in with the audio, so I'm just gonna start talking a little bit at random. I'm just gonna be talking about things that I've been doing lately. One thing that I should also mention is New Year's. Like you create resolutions on New Year's Eve, right? So if you notice, I might say that I'll do things and then not be able to do them. It's mostly because I have a huge problem with motivation and actually finishing things. And I don't really want to like rush things and then them look like crap. I want to try and keep the same level of quality throughout the video. So motivation is definitely what I would call my New Year's resolution. I'm definitely going to try and work on that. I'm going to do anything from like online tutorials or videos or whatever to just like actually like putting in time of my life to practicing on motivation and stuff like that. It's just animation or gaming or whatever I post. It's sort of a bit more of a motivational chunk than just doing a regular drawing or whatever. Even if the drawing has like shading, colored pencils that like outlining it and everything, it's a bit difficult to keep everything like steady. It's a bit difficult for me to keep my motivation, because usually what happens is I'll have like a ton of motivation because I get the idea and it looks really cool, and I start drawing it, and like an hour, maybe even 30 minutes or so, if I'm really unlucky for that project, I'll start to like look back at what's actually happening in it, and I'm like, dang, I sort of don't like how this is going. This is not turning out as good as I thought it would be. And so I sort of lose motivation at that point, and I do try and like consistently work on it, but it just sort of gets harder and harder to work on it until I eventually like forget about it, or worst case, or one of the scenarios is that I get like a different idea that I decide to work on, and so then I go and work on that, and that project is boom, left in the dust. And I have a lot of projects and animations that have definitely like unfinished. I left them in the dust. I don't intend on uploading them because I don't really like how they were going. So I might upload one, but I'm going to put explicitly in the title that it is unfinished, and I will never intend on finishing it. It was like a meat grinder meme that I was working on, and because back when like the that meat grinder meme trend was like still there and everyone was like pumping out meat grinder memes, and I got an idea and I liked the music, so I tried making one, and as I've been talking about, I lost motivation, and so yeah, that's just what's been happening to a lot of my projects or requests, so I'm really sorry about that for anybody who has requested something of me, seen me either say maybe or sure, and then like had it not finished. I'm really sorry about that. I'm trying my best, but it's sort of hard to stay motivated. And so, still like 4 minutes left in this audio, so I'm just gonna, like I said earlier, start talking at random about various things that have been happening. Maybe I'll try and put some like traditional art that I've been doing lately in some community posts or whatever. And so I'll try and do that later today or tomorrow or whatever. It's like school, and I'm getting off winter break. This is my last day on winter break, so I will have school and finals later this month. So yeah, that's definitely something. But I will try and upload the traditional art to my community posts, because community posts are easier to do. You just put in a photo, you type some text, and then boom, you send it out. It's there. So I'm just gonna say that. I'm also gonna, like, if I can, or if I want to, or feel like it, I'm going to start putting out the art that comes from like AU ideas that I've had for some of my original characters. And by original characters, I don't really mean my online persona. I don't really mean that. I don't really use that character for a ton of stuff other than just being my online appearance, or like main character that I define my online appearance by. They don't have lore. I don't intend on making lore for them ever. But yeah, that'll be. Yeah, I don't have any AUs for that. Is all I'm saying. But I mean, like, for example, if you've been on my channel for a bit, you've noticed that I'm into Dave and Bambi. I'm definitely in that fandom, and so I definitely have some OCs from that fandom that I've made. I've made 2 AUs for those characters, and they're not just AUs. They're like quote unquote what if AUs. So they're all like a branch of the timeline that could happen. It all depends on what actually happens in the future, or what I decide to have happen in the future for that group of OCs and that like area. So there's two different branches right now. There's one called the Power Hungry Concept AU, which I will definitely explain later in like a community post. I have screenshots about the idea, the message that's talking about the idea that I had for it. And I have some drawings of it as well, so I'll be putting that in the community post. And so that's definitely something that I will put in the community post and share with you guys, if anybody even watches this video or gets to this point in the video. And there's also one that I've created recently called, excuse me, and I'm sort of bad at names, but I just search up like Google words for this, but Vindictive Malice is the other AU, the other concept AU that I've came up with lately. I literally came up with this 2-3 days ago. This is very recent, so I don't have a ton of stuff for it, but I do have finished designs for two of the main OCs, 2 of the OCs that revolve mostly around that concept AU. So that's definitely something. And so, yeah, I'll definitely be putting that out. I'll be putting out what I have for that. And so it's definitely something I will have put out later on, either today or tomorrow. I don't really know. It depends. And so, yeah, I'll put that stuff out in my community post or whatever. There's a crap ton of lore, and there's some stuff that I definitely do not have written down that are in my head, but I will try to write that down if I can, so I can put it in the posts, and if anybody wants to ask me questions, probably no, I don't really have any beliefs that people might, but if anybody feels like asking questions, I will put my Discord tag down in the description of this video that I'm recording the audio for. So if y'all have questions or anything at all, You can ask there. Alright, this is the end. Bye.